Gilbert Burns acknowledges that he is conflicted about choosing between Charles Oliveira and Ilia Topuria because they are both close to him. Burns was respectful when discussing the bout on his podcast with Charles, a fellow Brazilian and longtime friend, and Ilia, his regular training partner. However, Burns' co-host didn't hold back, asserting that Ilia will submit Oliveira even more quickly than Islam Makhachev did. Given Charles's illustrious submission game and reputation, that's a daring move. But El Matador is more than simply a power puncher. His grappling is underappreciated. He is powerful, explosive, and very difficult to manage on the ground. His defensive grappling skills are tight, and he has often demonstrated that he is capable of surviving and reversing perilous positions, even though he does not have Charles's credentials for submission. If he can remain calm and steer clear of the pitfalls, that might make all the difference in this situation. Sitting on the mat is Charles. We are engaged in a conflict. However, Dub Bronx is one of the most dangerous finishers in UFC history due to his aggressiveness, superb jiu-jitsu, and ability to chain submissions together. If Ilia makes even one mistake during a scramble, Charles
clinching, avoiding the boxing.
I still think the head kick's the best way to get Ilia. We saw
I know,
in the
but
Jai
think
Herbert
about the clinch, the knees coming, the elbows, that Oliveira.
I just feel
clinch,
like that's gonna leave him susceptible to get a big hook to the chin in that situation.
I don't think so, bro.
Really? So you're picking Charles?
He's a close fight than people think. I both are my guys, you know, so it's kind of suck for me to pick a side. But I'm just saying that he's a way closer fight than people think. Topuria is still a good grappler, but no kicks, no. It's different, very different matchup.
Yeah. No, I agree, and I'm not one to count out Charles Oliveira, but
did.
No, I think it's a great matchup for Ilia. But when you get knocked down by Islam goes right to the ground and subs him. I truly believe that Ilia is going to look at that fight and try to submit Charles faster than Islam did, and he's going to come out and then make that as a statement. So he gets the knockdown, he goes to the ground, subs him.
Charlie Sonnen just stirred the pot again this time by leaking a private conversation between Tom Aspinall and Daniel Cormier. According to Charles, he had asked DC to reach out to Tom and invite him on the Chael Sonnen show, but Tom flat out refused. Charlie didn't stop there. He went on to reveal what their private exchange was all about. Before we get into that, this John Jones versus Aspinall saga is dragging on to the point where fans have checked out. It's no longer just about whether John will return to fight Aspinall. It's about the division being held hostage. The heavyweight title picture is frozen. The momentum is gone. And more than 150,000 fans have already signed a petition demanding the UFC strip of the belt. At this point, most fans don't even care if Jones versus Aspinall ever happens. They just want to see the division move. They want a real champion defending the belt. And the most logical solution, let Aspinall fight for the vacant title. Whether it's against Cyril Gunn or another top contender, it's time to crown an active fighting champion.
And Daniel asked Tom on my behalf if he'll come on over here, and Tom said no, but he didn't say no because it was he wanted to make it clear. No one's getting a yes. And the reason is because he's frustrated. This is Tom talking. These are Tom's exact words. Hey Daniel, tell Chael I'm not coming on over there, but I'm not doing interviews anywhere. I'm frustrated. I have nothing left to talk about. This is what Tom says. Now see, this is an interview. This actually is something. Nothing is something, right? Bruce Lee himself said having no strategy going into a fight is a strategy. So Tom having nothing to talk about because he's frustrated, because he's already said it all, because he has not gathered any new information. It's making him mad against his own allies. Tom would look at Daniel and of course Chael as inner circle, and he's telling us no, because internally it's driving him crazy. Now don't forget where Tom stands. I don't want you to forget that. Tom is not demanding John Jones. Tom is demanding bring in Cyril Gunn, bring in Volkov.
Even though they haven't signed a contract, Ilia Topuria and Arman Tsarukyan are already intensifying their relationship. They are still in love even though they were both born in Georgia. Many fans pondered a possible bout with Arman following El Matador's promotion to lightweight, but when questioned in an interview with Luis Cardoso, Ilia had nothing flattering to say. Arman needs to develop a little more, the Georgian said, dismissing the idea of a battle with Arman. Instead, he cited more deserving opponents like Dustin Poirier and Charles Oliveira. Just yesterday, Arman had submitted Patrick Pitbull via rear naked choke in a grappling match, so it's obvious it didn't sit well with him. When questioned about the possible altercation with El Matador, Arman retaliated. The Armenian star asserted that it would be simple to take down Ilia and that he would finish him with elbows on the ground. Arman is often more taciturn and Courteous, so that's a significant change, but Ilia's remarks seem to have touched a chord. Ilia's tendency to clash with nearly every member of the roster, including fighters from different divisions like Belal Muhammad, has been criticized by fans, and the turmoil has now spread to his fellow countrymen. In the lightweight class, this can be the beginning of a fierce rivalry driven by pride in one's country, escalating stakes and personal pride. Now let's get started with the Arman interview.
Yeah, I could keep him down. I'd take him down without even trying hard, but he's a tiny guy, short, compact, and those types are tricky to hold. Pitbull's the same way, short, stocky, hard to pin down. I'd still definitely take him down with ease. Holding him for 5 straight minutes though, we'll see. I don't need the full round anyway. I like throwing elbows. 1 clean shot and that's all it'll take. I won't need 5 rounds. He's not making it that far.
I could hold him down all right. I wouldn't have to put much effort to defeat him, but he's a small, short man and those kinds are difficult to contain. Pitbulls are similar in that they are short, stocky, and difficult to control. But see? I would still easily defeat him and hold him for 5 minutes straight. In any case, I don't require the entire round. I enjoy throwing elbows. All it will take is 1 clean shot. 5 rounds won't be necessary. He's not getting very far. Morab Devalishi has already acknowledged that it was difficult to maintain motivation for a rematch with Sugar. But it's evident today that the Georgian is fully committed. He claims he's training and waiting for the best version of Shauna Ali. Because he is aware of the dangers facing Sean, his opponent, he is handling this as though it were a high-stakes battle. Not only is UFC 316 a rematch, but it's also the bout that might decide the course of his...
I'm waiting and I'm accepting the best version of Sean O'Malley, and that's my job to take this fight serious. I should not look down him, because I'm ready to worse, and hopefully I'm gonna make much easier, Yeah, I don't think about kissing this time, but we'll see. Never say never. But I was thinking to finish him. So, and then same time think about kiss, it's hard, If you finish somebody, how dare you to kiss the guy, So you cannot do that, You cannot think both at the same time, So every fight is very important UFC to win.